Who's getting married on The Bold and the Beautiful? Why Hope and Liam are getting married, of course, but something seems off with this little reunion, like another shoe is about to drop any moment. Or maybe a cocktail dress or a gown, since Forrester Creations doesn't have a shoe line. Let's see where Hope's future might really lead. And where will other futures go on this automatic love potion show? And just like that, Hope and Liam are ready to wed again. Did we get any big romantic scenes? Did we witness any candlelight dinners? Have Hope and Liam even passionately kissed at any time in recent weeks? The answer to all of these questions is a big fat no. Hope was torn up by the idea of Liam dying. Liam is no longer dying. Steffi was on vacation somewhere in Europe to recover from another traumatic damsel episode, which only seems to happen whenever Jacqueline McInnes Wood goes on maternity leave. So with Steffi not around, lovesick Liam focused all of his attention on Hope, and now they are getting married again, and it all falls flat. We keep getting the feeling that they are only doing this for Beth, who is so thrilled that her parents are getting remarried that she wants to officiate the wedding. We guess that's better than Carter marrying off the woman he was recently engaged to. But didn't Douglas officiate Hope and Liam's last wedding? What is it with Hope's kids always wanting to marry her off to Liam? And does Hope even remember she has a second child? Hope might recall that soon because it looks like Thomas will be paying another visit to Los Angeles in the near future. Maybe this time he can share some scenes with Hope and complicate her plans with Liam. Someone has to. Or we may fall asleep or go into a diabetic coma with all this sweetness. Carter didn't drink anything to make him suddenly head over heels for Daphne Rose. He just had to get a whiff of her perfume, and he was smitten. Frankly, Carter doesn't need much to fall in love with a woman, as we all know. He went from Hope to Daphne after a commercial break, as he is learning from his BFF, Master All-Original Waffler, Ridge. As expected, Daphne is tickled pink at the thought of Hope marrying Liam again. So now Hope is no longer the woman she hates most in the world. Daphne should rest assured that Hope will leave Carter alone now. Even if things don't go right with Liam, because Carter and Hope were a mistake from day one, and we think The Bold and the Beautiful finally realized that. In fact, we still don't know what the heck this show was thinking. Is there anything more ick than Deacon Sharp falling for his psychiatrist after 3 impromptu sessions? What the heck is even going on here? Did Deacon imbibe some of that extra strong liquor Luna plied Will with the night she raped him? Seriously, how does Deacon go from being so broken up that his beloved wife kept a secret from him to being in lust with Taylor a few days later, in fictional version of Los Angeles time? And Taylor? Wasn't she just crying in her cornflakes over Ridge marrying Brooke 3 commercial break minutes after Ridge unceremoniously dumped her? That was last month and now Deacon is all she can think about? Not only is this storyline ridiculous on the surface, but it is also all kinds of weird. Even Taylor knows how weird this is, so Deacon has now returned to Sheila while dreaming of Taylor. At least the friendship love potion is working because Sheila has a confidant now to confide all her problems in. Ly Finnegan is Sheila's BFF, even after Sheila slept with Lee's husband decades ago and tried to kill her in a car chase just 3 years ago. We don't even know what we are watching half the time. Let's not forget about the requisite tortured young love story all soaps must have, with a couple that fell into insta-love over some jewelry designs. First, Elektra had a stalker, then Will had a stalker. And now they both seem to have stalkers, and their stalkers are BFFs. However, we are not quite sure what to make of Remy at the moment. He was so obsessed with Elektra that he built a shrine to her in his tiny one-room apartment after spreading phony naked pics of her on the internet. But now he is madly in love with Hope's brother, Deke. Stalking a pretty girl was just his way of not coming out of the closet, apparently. Now, Elektra knows her new buddy's boyfriend is her former childhood best friend, as well as her stalker. What none of them know is that Remy is Luna's greatest champion and confidant, so Deke's rejection better not be too harsh, or who knows what inappropriate craziness may happen on a show that lives for the inappropriate. Till next week, Scoopers, when Hope's wedding guest list becomes a big problem. Darn those crazy relatives. Catch all new episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful weekdays on CBS and Paramount+.